I looked all over the internet, both YouTube and Google Images, and I couldn't find anything on installing a window AC the way I'm going to do it. Last year I just set that AC in the window and extended the little plastic sides, and you know, that works, but it's a real easy way for people to break in or steal your AC, and it's not very, it doesn't keep a lot of the hot air out and cold air in. So I'm going to use a piece of plywood and screw it on there, you know, somewhat or semi-permanent, where I can remove it every fall and be able to silicone around it, keep bugs out and hot air from coming in. So I want to show you how to do that, since it's fairly simple, but I didn't see anything else on the internet describing this, so what the heck. Here we go. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is measure the opening. Okay, I got it cut. Let me tell you what this is, by the way. It's 3/4 treated plywood, if I hadn't mentioned that. There is a gap at the bottom, but this room was a carport at one time. It's now our sunroom. And the carport was slanted away from the house, so rainwater would drain. So there is a slight gap at the bottom of that. But what I'm concerned about is the sides and the top being square. And I'm going to probably put some trim around the inside edge of this. The reason is that that will help to hold the plywood up against the window frame. And it'll all look good. Now I got to measure the air conditioner and cut that hole in that plywood. And I'm going to show you how to do a plunge cut. For those that know how to do it, this is nothing new, but I'm sure there are people that just don't realize you can start a cut in the middle of a piece of plywood by using the plunge method. It's a little bit dangerous, but if you're careful you can do it. And so that's what I'm going to do next, is measure that air conditioner. Okay, I got my hole marked for the air conditioner. It's 13 by 18 and a half. Now I'm going to show you how to do a plunge cut. You pull, this has a guard on the bottom. You have to hold that up as you're doing this. You got to keep your hands somewhere safe. This is kind of hard to do. It's a little unsafe, so you know, if you decide to try this, I'm not responsible for any lost fingers. Okay, here we go. You look real close and you center this blade on the line you're going to start, and you want to make it go into the wood square. You want to lower, what you do is rest the front edge of this circular saw on the wood. You line that blade up with a line you want to cut the saw on, and then you lower the blade ever so slowly into the wood. And you want to hold on tight and be ready to let go of the guard on the trigger if you should get hung up or bound up. Here we go. Oh, let me put my glasses down. There's one. I got to do all 4 sides with that type of plunge cut, and then I'm going to get my jigsaw. You can see with the circular saw, since the blade is rounded, the corners are going to have a little left in them, and you'll have to get a jigsaw to finish up these little cuts. So I'll finish these other 3 cuts, and then I'll show you how to finish it up with a jigsaw. I'm going to show you that plunge cut one more time, just so you can get a good idea how it's done. Be right back with a jigsaw. Okay, once again, the reason you can't finish these corners with a circular saw is because of the curvature of the blade. In order to complete this cut, you'd have to go past your lines, which would leave for a very ugly cut on the back side. You'd be able to see the crisscrossing of the blades where the cut crosses in order to go past the corner. So you stop before the corner, and you take your jigsaw and just finish up the corners. One more. Alright, there you have it. Now I'm going to mount this in the window with some screws, and then I'll put my air conditioner in. I'll show you how I mount the air conditioner where it won't vibrate or people won't be able to break in through it. Okay, here we go. I tend to go overboard with fasteners, so it's going to take a lot of effort, but I'm going to force myself to only use 2 screws on either side. These screws on both sides of this, I'm going to have to toenail into the window frame, and behind here, the bottom edge, there's a 1¼ inch flange all the way across the bottom on the outside. And the top here, I'm going to go right into the bottom edge of the aluminum window. I want this to be a really tight seal to keep bugs out and yeah, cool air in and hot air out. Okay, I got my screws in. I just couldn't stand it. I had to put 3 in the bottom and 3 in the top. I have no willpower when it comes to fasteners. That's why I don't drink or do drugs. 1 beer led to 30 and 1 joint led to a whole sack. Alright, I'm fixing to slide that air conditioner in here. Okay, a little bit of caulking around the inside and the outside. And this will be weather tight. And then I'll give it about a week to dry. That wood is treated wood, and it's still green and wet from the insect and waterproof treatment they put on it. So that'll probably take about a week to dry out, and I'll put a coat of paint on it on the inside and the out. There you have it. Nobody can steal it or kick it in. It's as strong as a window would be. So I hope this helped if anybody was searching for a way to put a window AC unit in a semi-permanent method where the AC won't get stolen and you'll leave yourself open to people trying to crawl in through the air conditioner opening. Alright, I'm going to put this up. See you. Thanks for watching.